Hi.
Hi, we won the Michelin Le Mans Cup last year.
Yeah, now we've moved up to the European Le Mans series.
Proof this series works.
Good luck for the season.
Good luck.
The royal city of Monza nestles between the Alps to its north and the industrial heartland of Milan to the south. And surrounding the royal palace in the heart of the city, a verdant royal park. And deep within, one of the world's great motor racing jewels, the Autodromo Nazionale di Monza, Italy's cathedral of speed. This high-speed circuit offers every racing driver exactly what he'll need to enjoy his motorsport. This is the first of 6 races that'll see the Michelin Le Mans Cup visit some of Europe's finest tracks, and Monza is Italy's jewel in the crown.
Welcome to Monza for round 1 of the Michelin Le Mans Cup. Now the season all kicks off here in Italy this weekend. And although the drivers won't be using this historic banking part of the circuit, they're still going to have a big challenge on their hands.
The Michelin Le Mans Cup returns for 2017 with more cars and a whole new look as the competition continues to grow.
We extend the grid this year. We still have a grid of GT3 on the track because it makes sense for the long-term strategy for the team who wants to rejoin the GT. Last year we discovered that on Europe we have a huge request regarding the LMP3 categories, and it was a great opportunity to open also this championship to the LMP3, which is very attractive.
Evidence of the success of the Le Mans Cup can be seen with last year's winners TF Sport. Ewan Hankey and Sally Yollick are already front runners in the ELMS.
We used the Le Mans Cup as a place to go forward. We managed to win it and now we are here. I'm happy with the progress. It gave me a massive amount of experience and confidence to go into ELMS and in Le Mans 24 especially. So yeah, I'm really happy to have done that. It worked out really well.
At its heart, this is still a true Pro-Am series designed to help drivers develop their skills.
This, with a focus more on the gent, I like, because I want to be quicker, and the attention therefore from the team and from your pro kind of diverts to getting a car that's right for me and making me quicker.
Well, we did last year just to see what the championship was about really, and to see whether we'd want to do it this year, and we've had a really great time and enjoyed how it all works, so wanted to come back this year and do a full season.
Well, I've been racing in the United States in IMSA, and last year I bought a P3 car, and I like the schedule better in Europe than I like in the US, and better preparation, better competition, more interesting tracks, so we decided to do it this year.
Returning for a second season is Cedric Mézard, a driver who continues to improve and grow within the competition. We really enjoyed last year's Michelin Le Mans Cup. The opportunity was there to continue our cooperation with Scuderia Villorba this season, so we're here with a new car. We're committed to a good result, which hopefully will allow us to graduate to GTE next year. In the field are some very experienced pro drivers, helping to shape the fortunes of their teammates.
I'm already driving with Nico for a long time now, for a few years. He's a good gentleman driver, and I think he made a brave step to drive a P3 car because it's a proper racing car. And yes, for sure, this is for him also a step to see, if we can develop and can grow further in this kind of endurance racing.
Conditions for qualifying were perfect.
Pit exit is open for the GT qualifying session.
There was drama early on for Ramon Foss in the Mercedes AMG, running very wide out of Ascari and lucky to avoid hitting anything. Cedric Mézard was running third fastest, steadily improving his times, if not his position. Second was the Audi driver Flick Haig. She then went fastest of all, making up 7/10 on her previous lap. But she wouldn't hang on to the top spot. That went to the Lamborghini of Emanuele Busnelli. He went quicker again, retaking pole. So it was pole for the Italian driver in an Italian car at Monza.
I'm very happy actually. It's my best lap here in Monza this time. The car was really good, and I'm very, very happy.
Pit exit is green. The qualifying has started.
Like the GTs, there was drama for the prototypes almost immediately. Alvaro Fontes had just gone quickest when a wheel came off, bringing out an early red flag. As the session restarted, Adrian Keeler in the 65 Ligier was improving, third fastest. Tony Wells in the number 79 machine was second quickest. He improved his times as well. 54 thousandths those separated him from the top of the pile, and that was held by Jean Glorieux. The only Norma chassis in the field would start the first race from the very front. Lots of experience and lots of Ligiers in the field, but on top of the pile after qualifying, DKR Engineering with their Norma.
We're very delighted with that, especially with on such a nice track and with this kind of nice cars. So very happy to start the race later this afternoon, and hope we can continue on that in that direction.
Well, it's a beautiful day here at Monza as the Michelin
Formation lap.
Black and orange car is Jean Glorieux leading the field around. Tony Wells alongside him. GT3 pole sitter on row 4 of the grid. Trouble for Jim Maguire starting from the pit lane. Car wouldn't fire up. Red lights on and away we go. The 2017 Michelin Le Mans Cup begins here in Monza. The first moments of the 2-hour race. And they are jockeying for position. Behind the leader is Jean Glorieux that hangs on, and Tony Wells just squeezes through in second place ahead of Adrian Keeler in that red, white and blue Graf Racing Ligier. Change for the lead in GT3. Looks like Flick Hager's got in front of him. Manuele Busnelli, the Audi, just ahead of the Lamborghini. Safe start for everybody. All trouble. There's a spinner behind. Nathan Biel, he was 6th for M Racing YMR. Looks like they've all avoided him. Oh, and a spinner. And that's the Ram Racing Mercedes. Made contact with an LMP3 car.
Now a spinner at D5. Several spinners there.
43, Mori Yoshiharu started unlucky 13th. Lots of damage. Leaders continuing to run down the straight. Safety car goes out. United Autosports car, is that being allowed to join the race or not? Well, everybody safely through the Primo Variante. And look at the GT3 lead changing. The orange, black and white Audi just getting in front of the black and gold Lamborghini. And that's about as far as we get. The next stop is at the Roggia, and Nathan Biel spins out of 6th place.
Manager car 75, tell your driver to pick up the pace.
Well, that creates a bottleneck, and in the end, Romain Foss, looping the Ram Racing car around, clatters into the LMP3 machine alongside him. Damage done to both cars. Foss into the pit lane. No left rear tyre remaining. Not much of that rear bodywork either. And there's damage to the nose as well. I wonder what the team know about the incident.
Tom, that was kind of a confusing incident. What do you guys think happened?
Yeah, we've seen the same footage as everyone else, but knowing the car, it's very unusual for it to rotate like that on the exit, and we can see a little bit of damage on the rear left. So, real shame to start the season like this, but you know, we'll pick ourselves up and carry on.
Back to green once more. Leader Jean Glorieux heading down the straight. Behind him, Anthony Wells. Battle shaping up for 3rd. The dark car 99, Jordan Perrois. for N-Race down the inside of the red, white and blue Graf Racing car of Argentina, and he moves up into third place. And look at the white and yellow machine behind as well. That's Alex Capadia, who started in 14th place. Capadia having a really good run for RLR Motorsport. Battle for second, and there is Capadia, the white and yellow machine. He's all over the back of the Graf Racing car, out of the Lesmos, down the inside into Lesmo 2. He moves up to 4th place. That's a great pass, and he's closing in on the battle for second. GT3 leaders with LMP3 traffic. Flick Haig in the Audi number 75. Emanuele Busnelli with the Italian colours, of course, on the Lamborghini. Right behind, or between them now, Eric de Donker in the 98 LMP3 car. And a queue behind. Oh, and trouble in Ascari. Around goes Alvaro Fontes. He was trying to get by 55. Claudio Stanovic, little bit of contact, and Fontes spun out. Battle for second place, Jordan Perrois in 99, right behind him Alex Capadia. Perrois into the Roger too deep, and Capadia with a run on the inside, sweeps down into the first of the Variante di Lesmo, and through he goes, leader visible in front. There is your race leader, Jean Glorieux. RLR up to second place. Capadia doing a great job, but he is the silver. He is the pro driver, if you like, in that lineup. So they're obviously trying to recover from that disappointing grid position. Lee Mole holding off Cedric Mézard's orange Lamborghini. This Mercedes caught fire in practice. Lee Mole didn't get any qualifying time. Cedric Mézard raced a Ferrari last year in the Le Mans Cup. He was delayed in the incident on lap 1. Flick Haig under pressure from LMP3 car behind. And there in second place, Emanuele Busnelli with the gold bonnet on his Lamborghini. That's your 1-2 in the GT3 class. And the LMP3 car struggling to get by. Claudio Stanovic coming from behind, sees the door closing and almost takes out GT3 leader Flick Haig, just avoids contact. Battle for 7th, Nathan Biel chasing down Eric de Donker. Biel spinning early on. And here is de Donker right in front. Biel with a good run. And down the inside into the Lesmos. Through he goes into Lesmo 1. He moves up to 7th place, 6th position right in front. That's Javier Ibran, the Spaniard running his own team this season, the number 33 car. And Biel right behind as they come out of Ascari. Down the long back straight, he's got the inside line into the Parabolica. But look at that, side by side, door handle to door handle. You have to be brave there to complete the move, and he is. Nathan Biel then up 2 spots in that lap. Team's getting ready, although the pit stop window is not yet open. Unscheduled stop then. This is our pole sitter in GT3. And it's a left front tyre for Emanuele Busnelli, worrying perhaps that they had a puncture. And that'll drop him down the order. They still have to do their driver change. Lee Mole in the red and white Mercedes, Cedric Mézard, the orange Lamborghini. That's now the battle for second in GT3 because the Lamborghinis drop behind them. Lee Mole keeping Mézard behind. Flick Haig leading the GT3 class in the R8 LMS Optimum Motorsport. She'll hand over to Joe Osborne for the second part of the race. The pit stops will be all very close to the 1 hour mark. These cars can barely go over an hour, so the pit stop window is going to be very tight. RLR versus DKR for the lead of the LMP3 category and the race, and they're right in front of Cedric Mézard. Number 3 car, Jean Glorieux, with Alex Capadia right behind him. And the 99 car of Jordan Perrois is there right behind as well, waiting to take advantage should it all go wrong. There's Perrois trying to get past the Lamborghini of Cedric Mézard.
Be advised, yellow flags, T4.
Nico Pronk into the Roger T4 as it's known, loops it round just carrying too much speed, rolls into the gravel. Leaders in traffic on the left is Alvaro Fontes, spun early. Remember, Jean Glorieux is going to get by him. So is Alex Capadia. Is he? Oh, no, he's not. And Jordan Perrois right behind the white and yellow RLR machine. So the N-Race car on Capadia's tail. And they are going to struggle to get by Fontes as well. That car is just about as quick as theirs in a straight line. The Norma, car number 3, the race leader, that's the only one that's different from the others. And of course, yellow flags out there for that recovery means that they couldn't pass. Now they can though. And through to second goes Jordan Perrois. Nico Prank getting going again, leaving gravel everywhere at the Rogier though. Alex Capadia back into second. There is Jordan Perrois. He's just got by Sean Lynn. Oh, and out of Lesmo 1. Capadia very wide, way out there in the gravel. Just keeps his nose in front into Lesmo 2, but Perrois is right there. They are losing a little ground to the leader. Putting a lap on Sean Lynn, number 23 United Auto Sports car. Teams are ready now. 5 minutes before the halfway mark. It's going to be very busy in pit lane. Pretty much all the LMP3s and GT3s should come in together. Javier Ibran stops first. In comes our GT3 leader. This is Flick Haig. She'll hand over to Optimum Motorsport teammate Joe Osborne. He runs around to open the door, help out his co-driver. Undo the belt, undo the radio. In is Cedric Mezar. Oh, overshots the pit, and that's vital moments, isn't it? Got to be controlled as well as quick in the pit lane. GT3 leader Joe Osborne heading back out from Optimum Motorsport, and Charlie is with his teammate Flick Haig.
That was an incredible opening stint and first stint of the season for you. How did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was good. It was nice to just keep it clean and get the start out of the way, and then it was good to just get my head down and carry on. So it was good.
Fabio Babini shows how an Italian leaves a pit lane in a Lamborghini. That was Stevie S's number 8 car. There is Lee Mole bringing in the Mercedes to hand over to Phil Keane. Alex Capadia is in, handing the number 14 car over to Ross Warburton. First of the lead group to come in. He was second, don't forget. The leader stays out a lap longer, Jean Glorieux. Number 3 car comes down pit road. In 2 is 99, Jordan Perrois. He came in from second position. Jean Glorieux handing over to Alexander Terrell. Jordan Perrois to Alain Costa. All the time, Ross Warburton getting up to speed on track. Where is he? Here he is, out of the Parabolica. Ross Warburton, RLR's number 14 machine, will take the lead. So RLR into the lead of the race. Looking back, not quick stops. Out comes 99 ahead of 3. So a change there as well. The leader going in, the number 3 car for DKR Engineering, coming back out no better than third. And there is traffic between them and RLR. Duquesne's number 9 car in. Both American drivers here, Jerry Krause and Joel Blanco, are bronze drivers. Battle for the lead. And that is Colin Noble going by Ross Warburton to take the lead. 8th place battle. Andy Merrick in the 98, chasing Mattis Bakker in 33. Andy Merrick, factory Bentley driver on his other weekends, fastest man on track at the moment, and it shows. Merrick with his head down and charging. First race in an LMP3 car. Motorsport 98 car moves up a spot. Andy Merrick now pulling out of the slipstream of Laurent Millara, the number 53 car. And the M Sport YMR machine spun by Nathan Biel early on. Merrick goes by him for 7th place. Race leader Colin Noble still in the 79 car. Andy Merrick making all the running at the moment. Battle for third. RLR's number 14 car Ross Warburton. And right behind him, N-Race now with Alain Costa on board. Don't forget the N-Race car and the RLR car were battling for second early on. And Costa to the inside. Through goes the Mercedes as well. Phil Keane desperate not to lose any more ground to the front runners in the GT3 class in that AMG Mercedes. Chasing down the leaders. And there is the Optimum Motorsport team. They still have the GT3 lead. And there is car number 75, and Joe Osborne, 22 seconds clear of Phil Keane's Mercedes, but we hear they may be under investigation for pit stop infringement. More trouble for SPV. Alvaro Fontes spun earlier. This is his teammate, the Dane Kim Rudkia. And he looks like he is well beached. And this is a familiar position, isn't it? Too much speed into the Roger, can't handle it. He got launched off the curbs on the inside as well.
I have double yellows entering P4.
Lamborghini of Fabio Bobini in the midst of the third place battle here in LMP3. Maurizio Mediani behind the red and black car. Valan Costa's got a very good run out of the Roger. Here comes Mediani. The number 55 machine, Spirit of Race, moves through to third. Battle for the lead has closed right up. Number 3, Alex Terrell, reeling in Colin Noble. Just set the fastest race lap, but they've got a problem. Speeding in the pits. And that means that Alex Terrell will have to do a drive-through. Big lock up there. He doesn't want to speed in the pits on this as well. But that will cost them a chance of winning this race, surely. Colin Noble is free to go. And he is coming right back out in front of, no, behind the RLR Motorsport machine of Ross Warburton. So out of the podium positions because of that penalty. Can he fight his way back into the top 3 in the last 10 minutes?
Information to the pit lane. Car number 3 to do the stop and go with the engine stop.
Well, there is your answer. They didn't stop the engine during the pit stop, which you must, so they get a penalty. Penalty 2 for GT3 leader Joe Osborne. A drive through, another pit stop infringement. And that will hand the lead to Phil Keane in the Mercedes. There he is. He comes across the line. Fabio Bobini in the pole-sitting Lamborghini is not far behind either. And he will go through. Where is the Audi? In third position. That is heartbreaking for Optimum Motorsport. They were looking so strong after a great start to the race. But unfortunately, different pit rules in the series have caught them out.
There's no racing it.
Phil Keane in the number 7 Mercedes, now the GT3 leader. Sharing that car with Lee Mole. They've often raced against each other in Great Britain, but never as teammates. But is that going to be the end of it? Fabio Bobini closing in. Here is our race leader, Colin Noble, slowing down into the Parabolica and allows Andy Merrick to go by. That's not for position. And he is trying to make sure he doesn't have to go any further. Look at the clock, counting down the final 10 seconds. Checkered flag will be out. They're not doing an extra lap just to risk anything. Checkered flag, he's waiting. There it is. Perfect timing.
Checkered flag on car 79.
Nielsen Racing, winners of the first race of the Michelin Le Mans Cup 2017. Despite their pit stop dramas, it's second place for DKR Engineering. And the number 7 Mercedes, Lee Mole and Phil Keane claim GT3 honours. Neither have won in British GT, yet first time out as a duo, they claim the top step here in Monza. Confirmation of the result. Nielsen Racing ahead of DKR with those 2 penalties, and Spirit of Race complete the podium. Lee Mole's team, Optimum Racing and Ebby Motors are the top 3 in the GT3 class. Charlie George is with our winners.
How happy are you with that result?
I can't tell you how happy I am. That was absolutely amazing. It was such a good, I mean, it started so well with qualifying, and the start went okay, and you know, I sort of plodded around and tried not to lose too much time, and then obviously Colin just drove really well at the end. I mean, it was super, wasn't it? I mean, honestly, I was like so tense until the drive-through, but still, amazing drive.
Anthony Wells and Colin Noble, the points leaders, 6 ahead of Alexander Terrell and Jean Glorieux, who earned themselves a bonus point for claiming pole.
And what a great way to finish with a win.
Yeah, huge surprise for us. I think, you know, we'd have taken a podium at the start of this, start of the morning, because we had a disaster on Friday with a fire, so we got no running. And yeah, pretty poor quali for me, because obviously that was my first 4 or 5 laps. So yeah, miracle, really.
From disappointment to delight, Lee Mole and Phil Keane, the points leaders from Flick Haig and Joe Osborne, who were handed second after the Lamborghini also got a penalty for problems in the pits. more delight for Nielsen Racing, but DKR, Spirit to Race and Duquesne, along with RLR, are likely to be season-long rivals.
Well, what an opening round that was for the 2017 Michelin Le Mans Cup. We've had highs, we've had lows, and we've had plenty of drama. Do make sure you join us for the next edition when we'll be headed for the road to Le Mans.